Hey, welcome back to my channel. I'm sitting over here in the corner because I've been bad. No, actually. Recently I posted a video from an old Knob Creek that I converted off an old 8mm camcorder that, believe it or not, I was able to find a battery and get it working. In the process, I ended up finding a lot of old, pretty cool stuff. So I will be posting, as I go through them, some old Knob Creek videos, but this one was when I went to Aberdeen Proving Ground. Why am I bothering to put this up? Well, this was probably back in like 2003, 2004. And Aberdeen's changed dramatically. When I was there, the armored vehicles were still there. They're not there anymore. So I thought you'd like to see something that was a museum that no longer exists. Now, taking into account that the film was an old standard definition 8mm. So it's, once I cut from my intro to the film, there's not very much high definition. The other thing is, I filmed it to show my kids and my friends, so you'll hear my stupid voice narrating. I'm going to leave them in. I have a lot more other stuff that I did with my kids. I'm going to probably re-edit them, but I may put music over them so you don't hear a bunch of little kids talking, which means they're automatically demonetized. But this one, I'm just going to let my old school narration go. So I hope you enjoy looking at Aberdeen Proving Ground from the early 2000s. Thanks again. There's a tank out in front of the Aberdeen Proving Grounds. Looks like a Czech tank. German markings. There's a, I don't know what that is. They don't have signs on them. There's an AMX-13. There's a bulldozer. There's a light ACAC gun. Over there is a 114. There's an armored car. Looks like a Greyhound. There's the remnants of a M15 half-track. There's all kinds of stuff sitting out here rotten. There's some German stuff I'll make a walk back to. There's a Flak 88. And I'm going to continue. 37mm. German 7.5 recoilless. There's the medals. It's always impressive. There's the Congressional Medal of Honor. Look at all the service medals. Obviously it's something. Looks like a French 70, oh, German 75. There's the plate. Let me back up a little bit. 3-inch gun. US 3-inch gun. I wonder if this is a French 75. Yep. French 75. Great Britain. Mortars. Pistols. Different operating systems of pistols. Pretty neat. Anti-tank guns, I believe. Yeah. Anti-tank guns. RPGs and rockets. Different rocket launchers. I don't know if you can actually see these because of the zoom. I'll go back.
Pushing down, that's good.
Grenade. Submachine guns. MP40 got one. Rising got one. PPSH-41 working on one. Got a British 10. Don't have an MPI-18. There's a Tommy gun. Grease gun. MP5, Uzi. I got all of these. Now, however, I don't have a lot of these. British, M16, Stoner. God, there's a rare one. Belgian FN assault rifle. The Gyrojet carbine prototype, U.S. weapons systems. STG-43 with a curved barrel. Can you see the curved barrel? G3, FAL. Set me. One's different than mine. Set me. AK. Ooh. There we go. German FG-42. G42 Type 1. Sturmgewehr. MK8. That's the original open bolt Sturmgewehr. SKS. G3 with a disappearing stock. There's just nothing. French rifles, who cares about them? They're 0-2 anyway. Okay, this single shots, they don't really do anything for me. Here's the like different Enfields all the way through the jungle carbine. Pretty neat. There's a 3040 Craig. Springfield, Enfield. Don't have a Pedersen device. Wow. I don't know if you can see this on film, how early AR-15 this is. I mean, this is the Armalite one with the Bakelite stock. And then flash outer. Oh, here's some interesting stuff. There's a Johnson. Thompson. That's the auto rifle. They've never made it. Grand. Pedersen. Scotia. Bretta. St. Esteem. Boy, there's some real orphans in here. Prototype Garands. Prototype Simonovs. It's a real early Tokarov. G41s. M14. Japanese Garand. A baby Garand. German Walther. K43. Egyptian Hakim, carbine, wow. A lot of prototypes and cutaways. Some neat stuff here. Old Jeep. First Army computer. Alright, go on to pause so I move upstairs. Give you an idea what I see when I come up. It's actually pretty impressive. Alright. Let's see what we got here. World War I machine guns. 30 caliber model 1904 Vickers. Maxim. Russian Maxim. 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 Vickers. Maxim. Hotchkiss. Hotchkiss. Type 1 Japanese gun. Wow, there's a St. Ain. Type 92 Japanese gun right there. There's a Type 38 Japanese gun. 13.5 Type 93. Wow, heavy machine gun. St. Ains 8mm. Wow, this is like Tales of the Gun, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
There's a Ravelli. I gotta find a Beretta while I'm here, because it's B-R-E-D-A. I just
Down over in the corner.
really
Dev 9?
what?
Pistol?
No, Beretta. B-R-E-D-A is an Italian 8mm machine gun. I just ordered one.
Oh, okay.
50s, 1984, 38 BT. I don't know what that is. That looks like an aircraft gun. Model 37 Browning type, Swedish BAR, Shasho, Model 28 Poland, Polish BAR, 30 caliber 1918 Browning with a pistol grip, very rare. Cut off, Browning cut off, Shasho, piece of shit. Japanese, is that a Type 11? No, that's a Type 91. Doing the German stuff's on the other side. Bernard Mache. Funny, I don't see one of the Hotchkiss guns I got. I may have one they don't have. 7.5 Hotchkiss. Tank Museum. Da, 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 da. Maybe they go. Type 37. Never heard of a Type 37. Looks like a ZB30. There's a ZB26, which is a ZB30. A light machine gun. Beretta. But that's a 6.5. Alright, there's a Bessa. Fourier. There's a ZB30. There's a Bren gun. There it is. There's a Beretta right there. 8mm Model 38 tank type. MG13. MG34. M31, MG34S, prototype single, notice this here, zoom in, single trigger MG42 cocking style handle, MG81, MG42, MG81, FG42 copy made in Russia. Russian machine guns. Got some of them. They don't really do anything for me. I'm going to go back and get a picture of that Beretta, see if it's actually ever going to be approved. Where is that? Right there. Machine gun Model 38. I need a tripod for that, obviously. German 88 just sitting out here rusting. Hummer. Looks like they started to restore it. Different tank barrels just sitting out here rusting. Obviously there was a lot more here at one time and it's gone. I don't know if they're in for restore or not. British tank. No idea what this is. Oh, it's got a sign in front of it. Whipper, initial production 1917, Great Britain. British tank. Another British tank. This one looks French. Medium tank. Japanese. Type 94. Little Panzer Mark II. Tiny. Let's see what this is. This might be a Japanese tank. Japan, Type 94. How you knocked that? Oh, what a 50. Let's see what's missing. Pause. Where's pause? This is the remnants of a Matilda. I don't even think it even has any tracks on it. That looks like a 3. Panzer 3. Somebody scraped it. Yeah, Panzer 3. It doesn't have the, whether it's a 3J or a 3L. Bunch of Russian tanks. Don't do anything for me. They're friggin' everywhere. Oh, that might be a T-34-76. Early one. Whoop! Chuck hole. Or a tank hole. T-34-76. See, Chip, you taught me good. I have no idea what this is. Oh, this is an Italian. Look at the rivets. It's open too. There's a big mistake. Open to the weather. Want to look inside? They're not doing too good in maintaining this. If you can see it, it's all the seats are rusted away. It's a shame they ought to give these to private collectors and let them restore them. There's either a Grant or a Lee. I don't know how to tell the difference between the two. Grant. That was one we sent to Britain. I guess the Lees were the ones we kept. Churchill. Should have a little thing there. Here it is. It's a Churchill. I don't know what this is. A Japanese tank. Type 97. That's probably their heaviest tank. Looks almost comparable. There's got the Japanese, typical Japanese thin barrel sticking out the back of it. Let's go over here. Second one is definitely German. And there's a... Actually, I think these are all German. Except the one on the end. It is a crime that this stuff is sitting out in the air and rotting. There's a Russian. That's a Stug. Early Stug with a short 75. There's a Jagged Tiger. Impressive. I don't know if you can see it, but the armor plate in the front is about thick. See the holes, hit bullet, see the hits where something skipped off. Jagged Panther, I guess. That's a 70. I know what that is. I just can't figure out what it. Remember it in my brain. That's the one they're restoring at the Pat Museum. Except, does that have 3 return wheels or 4? 3, late model. There's a Hetzer with it all fucked up. Bunch of artillery out there, just rotting.
I don't know what this is. It's not marked. There's no way of figuring it out. This is another stug. It looks like a F. 3F. There's a 3G. Oh no. That's a Stug 42. That's with the assault gun, 105mm howitzer. There's a Stug G with the long 75. Yep. There's a modder. I don't know which modder that is. I don't know if it's a 2 or a 3. They'll tell me here. That's a modder 3. Is this a mouse? A mouse? Oh no, it's a rhinoceros. That's an 88. I wonder what this is. I wonder if that's a modder too. Oh, that's an Italian tank killer. There's a modder too on a Czech chassis. Might be a 3. Can't read the rating. That's called a grasshopper. It's self-propelled artillery. This looks like self-propelled artillery too. Is that a Bumbar? Stern Panzer Bumbar Grizzly Bear, 150. It's the one I always lose in that game. I get wiped out. There's a Russian tank sitting out here rotting. Russian armored car sitting out here rotting. Some self-propelled stuff here. Let's see what this is. This is an STG-33. .150mm self-propelled gun. I don't know what this is. It doesn't even have tracks on it. An Italian self-propelled gun. They don't even keep tracks on that one. Some more self-propelled guns, but I don't know what kind they are. It's probably the only time I'm going to come here, so I will go down and look. Broken track on that one. French. Made just before the war. 2 Panzer IVs, 2 Panthers, another Panzer IV. We'll have to come back for them. Let's walk out and look at the artillery. Fucking it's rust away. What a friggin' cook. Obviously there was a lot more here at one time. I don't know if they're in storage or if they've been destroyed. There's no help here at this museum. Although they have a tremendous amount of stuff. I think the Pat Museum in Kentucky, this stuff is in much better condition. It's not sitting outside rotting. This is enough to make you cry. Most of this stuff isn't marked as to what it is. That's definitely World War I. Steel wheels. There's tracks. There's some German stuff. Again, none of it's marked. And let's walk up and look at the tanks. Down the line. Here we are, millions and millions of dollars worth of stuff sitting out in the sun, rusting away. Heck, we had to give some of this stuff to Mr. Vanetta. He could probably make it run. Certainly could make that track run. Tow one up to my yard. I'll work on it. I'm going to retire. May not be able to make it run, but at least I can paint it. This is a Panzer Mark IV. Obviously somebody cut the sides off of it and they welded a replacement plate on it. Looks pretty shitty job. There's still a tag on this one. It says Mark III. My bad. Here's a Mark IV with a 75. You can see the similar designs, the cupolas, the wheels are very similar. This one's obviously bigger. General wheel design's the same. I don't know what this is. It looks like a Pershing, but it looks too new. And that's a patent tank. There's a Panther, missing some bogey wheels. Look how thick the armor is on the front of that Panther. Here's another Panther with all the bogey wheels. Different turret though, I think. Let me see what we got here. I don't know if you can see that. Panther 1, medium tank. How'd you like to go up against something like that with a Sherman? Not. Yeah. They're saying these are the same. Looking at the turrets, obviously this one's been cut open. Another crime. Russian tank. JS2. JS1. Nope, 3485. Here's either a G or an H. It's got the skirts on it. Looks like this one's savable. It just calls it a Mark IV, but it's got the skirts on it in the long 75. It's a G or an H. Soviet IS-3. It's the last of the heavy tanks they made. This looks like a PT-76. PT-76. Boy, am I lucky. I wonder what this one is. This just looks different. Oh, that's a Chieftain main battle tank. I can get one of these in a lot better condition for about 45 grand. Like, I have 45 grand, but they are available. Kind of a disappointment, the condition stuff's in.